We have just got to Istanbul airport again. I'm now en route to go to Cappadocia. So, Cappadocia is known for the hot air balloons, but you can actually see them in Pamukkale as well. This morning we saw so many hot air balloons. It was nice because we're going into Cappadocia for that, and yeah, get to see them before we start this trip. When we were in Pamukkale, hotels are not so boutique or luxe, or they're just very traditional. Some of them are very dated, but I was quite lucky because the time I booked for what was available, actually it was the best picking. We had like a massive pool, which I was so glad because I should have filmed the pool, but like I said, transferred from another flight to get to Pamukkale, and then there was a coach journey, and yeah, just lack of sleep and lack of time. But in this trip, because we're here for a bit longer, I know that I will be able to show much more of Turkey, and so far it's been really good, the trip. Now I'm gonna just have a snack, drink some Sprite, and get ready to catch my next flight. I've just arrived in Cappadocia. So I'm in the row stone houses, and it's quite deceiving. The only thing I've noticed about the two hotels I've stayed at so far is on the outside, it doesn't scream like, oh, this is really nice hotel. It just seems like, oh, okay, yeah, quite traditional. And then when you go inside, you're like, oh God, this is really cool. If you can hear that, like a sound in the background, audio in the background, is actually called a prayer. It's quite faint though, it's not too bad. I thought it would be louder. So we had to fly all the way into Istanbul from Pamukkale. And then from Istanbul, it's been a long one, we took another flight to Cappadocia, because you can't get a direct flight from Pamukkale to Cappadocia. Everything you comes centrally into Istanbul, so we always have to go back to Istanbul to connect, to change to another city. It's been a long day. I've been up since 4:30. I've got 4 hours sleep, and it's now 4:30 here, so it's like full 12 hours of travelling really. I'll give you a bit of a room tour. The rugs are beautiful, the bed's massive, and even the lampshades, like I just love the architecture. This is the room views. Actually similar views to what I had in the last room in Pamukkale. Then the bathroom. I'm gonna get off now, shower, freshen up, put myself together because I haven't had much sleep. This is why I'm also talking all over the place. In the evening, we went to Castle Cave Hotel just to soak in more of the city's atmosphere and the epic views. And my gosh, the views were incredible. Then after that, we had our first meal in Cappadocia. I went for the clay chicken kebab pot. Seen this around, and I was intrigued to have this. Unfortunately, it didn't live up to the hype, but I think maybe it's where I went. Yes. We started the day exploring more of the hotel's grounds, and then we headed towards Sword Valley for a trek.
It's like 5:30 in the morning, 5:20 in the morning, and I've got up to see the balloons in my hotel. So we have an amazing view of all the hot air balloons being launched from our side of our hotel window. I am so tired, but it's worth seeing. I wish I went down there, but I can do that tomorrow. But yeah, I'm gonna go on my rooftop. Everyone's like gathering in our hotel to see it. I saw from hotel pictures it's really good, but like now I'm here, I'm like, wow, our hotel definitely does have the best view. And also we have our own hot air balloon, so one of the hot air balloons in the sky is from our hotel, branded with our hotel logo on there, so that's quite cool. Just getting myself ready really quickly because this morning we got up and we watched the hot air balloons from our hotel. It's magical. I haven't been vlogging as much, apologies. This was another highlight of my trip.
Sorry, just so cute.
This pottery experience was absolutely amazing. I didn't know I had a natural talent. The experience came up to less than £8. And if you're not keen on pottery, you can also purchase items as souvenirs and gifts for your friends and family.
Oh wow, that's so cool.
The owner of the shop is absolutely lovely, and you should also check out the Instagram page for more information to see what's going on the workshop.
Wow! Oh my gosh! Thank you. Yeah, it's good. Yeah. Wow, thank you. Do I put my hands in here? I'll do this. Yeah. Oh, wow. Just got back from seeing Görme open air museum. I didn't really go inside because we saw the rock formations yesterday because our hotel is like right next to the rock formations that are on the side of Strolled Valley, and there's a few other rock formations on that. Actually, there's lots of rock formations outside our hotel. So like going in, paying for it, and seeing like something that's quite similar, especially after seeing the hot air balloons this morning, I just thought, no, it's not really worth paying for, because basically all it is that area is a rock formation. And it's just paid entry just to see those formations. So we're gonna head off to Love Valley X because I'd rather see those formations more than an open air museum. I have heard numerous times people saying that it's not really worth the payment, and I can see why. So where we're staying, I would say, I kid you not, there's probably around easily 300, probably 500 rock formations right in front of our hotel. So that's why, like, because we have that view every single day in the morning, plus the view of the hot air balloons, it's not really worth it. Like, if you're not staying in a location that has those things, then I can understand why it would be worthwhile paying for it, but for us it just wasn't worth it. Also, I forgot to add, I did some pottery, doing pottery for the first time ever, and I actually nailed it. First time doing pottery in Turkey, out of all places. Like, how cool is that? I picked it up quite easily. It's not as hard as it is, but I do need to go back 5 hours later to get to paint it, because it's been bubble wrapped now and dried. Then I've got to paint it. I don't know if I'm painting it or someone's painting it for me, but that will be interesting to see what the final product looks like. And then we're going to head off to dinner after at this place that's been highly recommended, and we've been told it always gets fully booked, and we actually went yesterday and it was fully booked. We made a reservation for today and we're hoping it's good, because so far, I'm not gonna lie, the food has not been measuring up to the Turkish food we have in London. So that was a bit of a shock for me. I had this recommendation by someone who's born here in Görme. I hope I said that right. I'm just gonna say Cappadocia because I probably said that wrong. And you know, he's a taxi driver, so he pretty much knows every single restaurant here, and he grew up in this area. Best person to ask, I say, taxi drivers that were born in the city for recommendations, because they know the city like back of their hands, so they would know what restaurants are good. So he's recommended this, and so far we know it's good because, like we said, it was booked and we had to reserve it, and that's always a good sign. It was packed when we went there, so we'll fill you in that later on tonight. Finally got to the iconic Love Valley, and it is definitely worth the hype. I think this is a perfect spot for sunset, and it was a nice way to end the trip. I did actually go to a restaurant. Fortunately, my footage wasn't stable of the food, so I couldn't get much of it, but it wasn't actually as great as I thought it was going to be. But thankfully, we headed to Istanbul next. This part of the vlog, I didn't make an appearance, and that was purely because after catching 5 flights, the jet lag really caught up. We also crossed over to the Asia side of Turkey on the boat, which was a great experience. If you're coming to Istanbul, definitely get an Airbnb. We got a 2-bed Airbnb apartment, and honestly, it was a lifesaver. It was very central to Taksim. Everything was literally 5 minutes walk from us. I finally got to experience that place that I will not butcher this name, that didn't go well the first time with the taxi driver, and it was amazing. Was it the one you wanted? Yeah, with apple. So good. Met up with a friend, had lunch together and explored the harbour. Balat was my favourite neighbourhood in Istanbul, and as you can see, the footage speaks for itself. Thankfully, the food got better in Istanbul, particularly the street food. There were so many street foods I tasted that I absolutely loved, especially the mussels with the rice. That was my favourite.